Good evening, and welcome to another Chevy Nova 7374 Nova show. I'm one of the admins, David Meyer, and it is October 1st. I don't know if many of you joined us last night in the Zoom meeting. It was quite a success, and we're just editing it up, and it will be posted shortly. So we're just going to wait a few minutes, as always, for other members to join in. And hey, Timmy's the first one here. Hey, how you doing, buddy? How's that Nova rebuild coming along? For those of you who don't know, Tim's Nova got rear-ended. I believe it was when it was parked. Somebody smashed into the back of it and did quite a number on it, but luckily Tim's been able to make a deal with his insurance and get it back on the road, which is good news. So we're looking forward to watching those build pictures. But just getting back to here, just like to make a shout out to the other admins of the forum. There's Craig Iben, Al Goodmout, Jeff Van Camp, our founder William Hamlet, Rex Kolflack, Kim Nova Girl Whiteacre. Oh, I hope I pronounced that right. And those are the other admins of the group. So I guess if you need to contact somebody about a problem, just check it out. You can find us in the members list. If you're scrolling on the PC, just click on members and we're right at the very top. And I notice we have a total of 2,944 members. So we're getting to that big milestone of 3,000. Of course, just a reminder of the rules. No swearing. There, summed it up. All right, let's get back to the chat here. Dwayne, how you doing, buddy? Hey, Sergeant's here. How you doing, William? Kevin Fenwick, how you doing, buddy? Good to see you guys. And Tim's just replied that he's doing pretty good, but he hasn't started the rebuild on his Nova yet. He's got to move a few things around and find a spot for his boy's 69 Nova. We're not going to talk about the 69 here because this is 73, 74, the best years. 69 is cool. Okay, I'll give you that. Hey, James, how you doing, buddy? Lou? Lou was the host of our Zoom meeting last night, and we featured his Nova in it. Again, that will be edited and posted on our Chevy Nova site, as well as it will be posted back in the group. I'm not sure if actually there is a link already from the original meeting or not. So, what's going on? Not much. It's starting to cool down here. I was raking the yard a little earlier tonight to get a little warmed up. Killing time before the big stream tonight. Don't really have much to talk about, so I'm going to rely on everybody in the chat here to fill us in. How are all your projects going? Ooh, hey, I got to scroll down here. Steve Russian, how you doing, buddy? Lou says 74 is awesome. You're right. And apparently I cracked him up, so I try to add a little humor where I can, but I was serious. 73, 74 are the best 2 years. So what's going on, people? I guess at the end of summer for some of us, and I guess others of you down south will have a few more weeks left yet to drive your cars, build your cars, and take pictures of your cars. As most of you know, my season came to an early end at the September long weekend up here when I blew the motor in my beautiful Project Mean Green. It's not so mean right now. And in the last show, we went through some of the carnage of parts. Hey, Ryan, how you doing, buddy? Hey, guys, while you're in the chat there, give a shout out of where you're from. I'm from Winnipeg, Manitoba. That's in Canada, almost the center of Canada. And Lou says he likes big bumpers and he cannot lie. He stole that line from Tim. Tim Bourne, one of our other members, he's famous for using that line as well. And I gotta admit, I like the big bumpers because it's a place to put tools when you're working on your car. Oh, William is rubbing it in that it was 117 there today. Oh yeah, well it was 50 something, 52, 54 here today. And Kevin's asking, how's the engine coming? It's not. The block has been saved. I gotta post an update. I've had some pictures sent to me about a week ago, and I gotta admit, I've been lazy and I haven't posted any updates for you guys. But the block was saved. Heads took a little bit of damage, but we were able to fix them up. And I ordered parts on Monday. I ordered some new pistons and bearings and rods and stuff on Monday, along with another pair of heads. I've already said too much, so gotta wait till those come in, and it's gonna be about 6 to 8 weeks. I'm just gonna let you guys know, as I mentioned in the Zoom meeting last night, up in Canada here, building cars is not cheap, and it hurts. It really hurts. I spent $4,500 US. Looked at my credit card statement the next day, and it came after exchange to just under $6,100. So, as you can see, I'm standing, I'm not sitting. Now you know why. Your garage has to be the most organized garage I've seen. Oh, Tim, you're just seeing the good part of the garage. There's all this side. I guess this side's kind of organized too. I guess we'll take you on a quick little tour here. Yeah, don't mind the Ford. So, you know, I got my tools, and I got my parts shelves over there, and some parts and stuff up there. Stack of tires in the far back corner, hiding some bench seats in that corner. And then, yeah, that's 5 milk crates of rags. Behind here is my workbench, which we don't see too much of. So it's not super clean. And then, of course, the Nova's over there and I was so bored the other day, I actually washed the engine stand and the engine jack down, just because I like things neat in here. And yeah, did I mention pay no attention to the Ford? All right, so let's put you back up here on the monitor. All right, let's see, where are we here? Okay, ooh, a little too much of the Ford there. Okay, there we go. If I stand here, you can't see the Ford. There we go. So yeah, right now, just really, Kevin, short answer to your question. I'm just waiting on parts, and then I guess what Dan's time's like. My friend Dan Clem, he's the one who builds my motors. And let's see what else. Hey Josh, how you doing? He's saying hi to all us Nova addicts. Craig Watson sends a shout out, and he's from Columbia, Kentucky. Sorry, I don't know my U.S. states. But hey, don't get mad at me. I bet you don't know our provinces, and we've only got 11 of them. All right, Lou's from Cleveland, Ohio. Tim's from Kansas. Steve's from Florida. Oh, Florida, I'd love to be there right about now for the next 6 months. Will's from SoCal. James is from North Carolina. We got Wisconsin, Nebraska. That's Rex. Springfield, Ohio. That's Kevin. And all right, now we're getting back into the regular chats here. Got me a cool swap meet find a couple weeks ago. This is Joshua who's typed here. Slapper bars with the lower shock mounts built in. Anyone have luck with them? Now Josh, you know, we've talked about traction bars a few times here on the forum or on the group. And yeah, there's two different kinds. There's the kind that replaces the spring plate and you bolt the shock to, and the bar, you know, it goes out to your spring. The key to your traction bar is it's got to go all the way to the spring eye. You don't want it going 3/4 of the way on the spring, because it will eventually bend your spring. And I wish I had my Omega in the garage, because that's actually happening with the Lakewood traction bars we have on it. It only goes about 3/4 of the way to the spring eye, and from the last 5-6 years of abuse, you can actually see where it's bending the spring. On the Nova, I have a different type of traction bar. Unfortunately, I had a prototype around here, but I think I scrapped it. And the kind I have on the Nova bolts on the spring before and after the spring plate. And I made them myself. I have the plans on my website. If you need those plans, let me know. And what I did is I built it so the bar's up nice and high. It doesn't hang low like the Lakewoods. And it goes all the way to the spring eye. I'll have to get pictures of it because the camera's not going to reach over there. But the key is having the bar go all the way to the spring eye. Night and day difference. And I think those traction bars cost me maybe $40 to build Canadian. So, but Josh, post some pictures up of your traction bars, and perhaps some of the other members can weigh in, and let's see. Okay. Oh, here we go. Will's already replied to him with stability bars. James says that's funny because it's true. Okay, I got such a short memory. I'm not sure what's what we're giggling at. And Patrick Newman, hello from Texas. Everything's bigger in Texas. And here we go. Dave Williams, hey, don't mind me. I'm going to tune in as I make a test of my students, or make a test for my students on small engines. Anyone have a question they want me to ask the kids? Will's giving me crap for not posting the pictures of my motor updates. And Josh says thanks for the info. So yeah, Josh, please post about those traction bars. And I'll reply later with some pictures. And I'll send you a link to the blueprints I kind of drew up of the traction bars I'm using on my Nova. And honestly, dude, I noticed a 9-day difference when I took the Lakewoods off and put the ones that went all the way to the spring eye on. I noticed a big difference. And on my car, we were talking about this on the Zoom meeting last night about rear suspension, and people also on the group have been talking about what kind of suspension do you run when you have this kind of power or that kind of power. Well, my old 406, I don't know what the engine made for power, but when I did dyno it with the carburetor before the fuel injection, it was running 323 rear wheel torque and 347 rear wheel, 323 rear wheel horsepower, 347 rear wheel torque. And I have absolute stock rear suspension, stock springs, stock shocks, not coilovers, just simple Monroe Sensatrack everyday shocks and those traction bars. That's all I've got. And with drag radials, I was hooking pretty good. All right, and then, Craig Watson, slapper bars can work great. Just be sure your rear shocks are long enough to handle the separation. That's right. And Josh is saying, I figured it would help with moving the shocks further inward for more tire clearance. Another thing you could do for that, Josh, is, you know what? I have that. Where is it on my phone? What you can do is you can get a bar that goes up between the two frame rails with shock mounts. Let me see if I can find that here. I took a screen capture of it because I thought it might be something I would like to do. Okay, Joshua, get a pen and paper ready. Competition Engineering Rear Shock Crossmember C3019. If you want to move your shocks inward, there you go, buddy. All right. And yeah, of course I would also hear, I know I don't have stock spring plates on my car. I made plates because originally one of mine broke, which is why I got those Lakewood bars in the first place. But the reason I replaced the Lakewood traction bars is because the bar, the way with the spring plate, the way it came down like this, it hung lower than the rim of the car, and it was a low point on the car. And we had a huge issue with vehicle inspection going after old cars, and so to fix that, I built my own set of traction bars, removing the Lakewood ones because they hung lower than the rim, which is one of the rules here for vehicle safety. So that's what I did. But again, with the stock locations of my stuff, I know my tires rub on the exhaust a little. I also got 3-inch exhaust. They rub a little on the shock, and sometimes on the exhaust if I'm cornering really hard. But I get a little rubbing on the shock, but I'm not worried about it. All right, William's also saying that he has a stock suspension as well. Just has a CPP rear leaf setup with gas shocks. And Lou's planning on remounting his shocks inward as well. So there's some good info there for you, Josh. In fact, gentlemen, we should maybe even make a post about this so we can all follow along. I can post that. Again, Josh, hopefully you got that info there for the cross member to rear shock cross member. C3019. Look at that. Something actually came in handy on my phone. That's why I don't delete stuff. All right, and I'm all caught up in comments. Wow. Might be a short show today. We got to try and at least go an hour, guys. I know seeing my camera is going in and out, in and out. I guess that's because I'm fidgeting and moving around too much and autofocus is turned on. So I apologize. Well, yeah, here, we got to hide that Ford in the background. There we go. Nothing to see here. All right, so what else is going on here, buddy? Let's see. Hey there, Stan. Oh, did I miss Stan? Did Stan sneak in here? Yeah, whoever Stan is. Hey, how you doing, buddy? So, yeah. If you weren't on the Zoom meeting last night, why not? Okay, my shock ride's dangerously close to my rear tires. That's Dave Williams. Hey, Dave, how you doing? He's the one who introduced our group to the Zoom meeting software, and we made an originally back in April. William, myself, Dave Williams, did a Zoom meeting with Tim Bourne joining us, and that was before we started enforcing rules with language and stuff. So I'm just editing that up right now, and that will be uploaded along with our meeting from last night. If you weren't there, you missed out. And, Craig Watson says basic rear suspension can handle a lot of power. Well, Craig, I'm sure hoping that statement holds true with what I'm planning to build. It will have a little more power. I'll probably send you some messages after, because, yeah, I don't want to let the cat out of the bag. Not yet. And, it was a good meeting there last night, Dave. Lou's car, it was pretty nice looking at that car. Although it's red, it would look much better if it was green. Speaking of green, tomorrow's Friday, and I think we're going to do favorite color of cars day. So all the groups of color of cars, we might have to settle things out, or maybe settle it Saturday, and all the cars, the car colors, the wars can start. Usually it's the green Novas versus the blue Novas, and sometimes the red Novas show up. If you're a frequent member of our group, you know what I'm talking about. And also, give me a hand giving Danny a hard time, especially with his blue Nova. All right, so let's see what's on the other monitor here. Oh, look, I'm live right now. Okay, that's good. That's good. Oh, how come I'm seeing comments here that I'm not seeing here? Interesting. Brandon, how you doing, buddy? Yeah, it looks like I'm missing some comments. Oh, it's all about the black. See, Patrick Newman, there's the black, and then the Brew Crew. Yeah, it's all about the green. And, yeah, this is weird, guys. It looks like I got a little bit of delay in comments here. So if I'm missing your comment and I don't answer it right away, just mention it again, because it looks like I'm not getting everything. And I noticed Tanner just posted on the forum there a little while ago. He got a bunch of parts. It looks like he got some new rims for his car. And Jeff Hanot, well, I hope I'm pronouncing that right, Jeff. Beautiful picture of his Nova there. Red Nova with some black racing stripes. That looks killer. We got a new member, Jacob Andermatt, who is doing some work to his car right now, and he's wondering when you do seal the drip rails with seam sealer, or is there something better? So you body guys should check that out. And then, yeah, Danny posted some pictures about 4 hours ago of his Nova. That's a beautiful blue Nova, but, you know, I'll never tell him that. All right, let's go back to chat here. Okay. Oh, all right. Oh, here we go. Here's some, it just popped up. Settle it Saturday. Sounds good. So that's what we're going to do, Will. Maybe we'll settle the color thing on Saturday. And then maybe tomorrow we'll do your favorite Nova other than your own picture tomorrow. So go online there to the group and find your favorite picture of somebody else's Nova and post it. I think that's what we'll do tomorrow, just to change it up a little. And then Will says Blue Crew, so we're just going to put an angry symbol there. And Lou is just mentioning his gauge setup, which we have in the Zoom meeting, which you'll be able to see. Maybe Lou should take some pictures and post it. He's got an awesome pod set up on the A-pillar with 3 gauges, but he has them clocked in such a way that the needles will point up in his optimum range. And I know in my Nova, I have my tack set up on the left, just in the corner of the, just under the dash pad. And I have it clocked in such a way that I see 0 to 6. So that's my optimum range, which I'll see on the outside of my steering wheel. Because who cares about 7, 8, 9, and I'll never reach 10, right? So clocking the gauges for easy viewing, that was a beautiful setup, Lou. You really should post some pictures on that. Ah, there's Rex Koflak. Hopefully I pronounced that right. He's one of the other admins. And he's preaching Team Blue, so we might have to remove his access maybe later. And Dave Williams thinks I'm going to do what Zach did and rattle can my Nova White with the turbo cans. Yes, Zach Hansen. He posted earlier, well, I guess it'd be about a month ago or so. He got this Rust-Oleum turbo can. It was a spray paint can about this big. And the thing had a spray field of, oh man, it must have been, what, 8-10 inches? And he coated his car in like 3 passes. He's got a video posted. Do a search for the post on the left if you're on your PC. Just scroll down to search this group. Well, I guess I don't know that on the new Facebook layout. Well, search the group for Zach Hansen. He's got a video of how he painted his Nova. It's worth the watch. And Dave, with rattle canning your Nova, that's what I did with my Omega, and it took me 7 cans to do it nicely. It's a nice Rust-Oleum flat black, and yeah, easy to do. And Brandon, how you doing, buddy? My brother with a green Nova. That earns you some points. Love. The No Clear Club. That's Timmy. That's yeah, because the clear is peeling off his car. And the Smashed Club. Okay, yeah, we could start something like that. Can I be a member of the Smashed Car Club if I've been in accidents prior, or does it have to be in a current smashed state? So, Tim, we need you to clear that up. And Steve Russian, how you doing, buddy? Hopefully I pronounced your name right there, because I'm so bad with names, man. Like, it's not even funny. I really shouldn't be doing this. He's cream beige, best color for Novas. So we'll give him a point there, because I don't think there's many cream beige Novas in the group, and the brother needs some love. So, Dan Marzek, I hope I'm pronouncing that right. That's Midwest Nova King right there. Posts some great pictures of the good work that they do at Midwest Nova Kings restoring Novas, but they also do Chevelles and Camaros as well. And they are also, they did the work on Tim Bourne's Nova King, completely stripping it and redoing the metal work on it. And as we know, we got high praise for you, Dan. That's some great work you do. Wish the Canadian dollar was better. I wish I was closer to you because, yeah, I need some quarters. Hey, Kenny, how you doing? What's up? Not much, buddy. I can tell you what's not up, and that's the temperature around here. It's going down to the 30s tonight. Winter's coming. And Will replied to Kenny saying that's his favorite Nova. So, Will, you'll have to post that for your favorite Nova picture tomorrow. Go find Kenny's picture. And, sorry, Craig. He's just made a comment here. Who cares about 7, 8, and 9? Oh, you hurt my soul. That wasn't a shot at you, Craig. That was just a shot at my own Nova because I'll never take it over 6. But no, I didn't mean to hurt your feelings or the Death Nova, not at all. And my buddy, Steve Hernandez, how you doing? He's a member of our other group, of the sister group of the X-Bodies. He's got a beautiful 74 Olds Omega. I believe it's currently the title picture. Did I change that yet? If I didn't, it's going to stay up there a little bit because that is such a sweet Omega. All done with nice red. Yes, it is still the cover picture on our sister site, the 7374 GM X-Body, Nova, Omega, Ventura, and Apollo. Okay, where was I? And so, yeah, hey, Steve, how you doing? All right, and Timothy says it would be cool to hear the history of cars prior to the crash and rusted out. Would be awesome to hear and see pictures. Okay, well, Tim, you start the post and I'll reply because I got 2 accidents that I'm going to post to you. Well, I guess 3, but I can't do the third one because that's the Omega. That'll have to go on the sister site if you want to start it there too. Hey, Keith, how you doing? Keith Huchin, I hope I'm pronouncing that right. I'm doing well. Hopefully you're doing well, buddy. Hopefully the weather's good where you are. Just send a shout out to where you're from. And still, oh, you are awesome. Well, I try, man. I mean, you got a beautiful car. You've put a lot of work into it, brother. And it deserves a little bit of praise. So, for sure. And I am all caught up in the chat again. And of course, everybody, this isn't just a chat for, me and you. If you have something to say to the other members on the chat, I don't know if they're chatting on the left or the right side of the screen, please feel free to reply to the other members' chats as well. If you are viewing this on YouTube because you're not a member of our group, Chevy Nova 7374 is our group. We do have a huge questionnaire you have to answer to become a member of the group. We also want to see a picture of your car, as we are very strict on admittance. We want mainly Chevy Nova owners. Unfortunately, we don't have really room right now for enthusiasts and trollers. We're trying to keep the group more about the builders. And because it's a family-oriented site, we are very strict on language, as some members have experienced. Some have liked it, some haven't. I apologize, but so far the people that we're doing it for outweigh the people who are complaining about it. So it is a family site. Make sure you keep that in mind. So if you are watching it on YouTube and you do join our club or join our group and successfully enter, you can see these videos on the video. Just click, if you're on the browser, just go down to videos. You can see all these streams, as well as I tagged them in the topics, Chevy Nova stream. And you can view them there. And when you're viewing them that way, you will see the comments that I'm replying to on the screen. Okay, get back to some comments here. Dave Williams, it was 100 degrees here at 6:24 in Tucson. I hate you, Dave. It is 40-something here right now. And Kevin Finweg, aren't the 74 GTOs included? Yes, they are. They are an X body. I don't know why we don't have that included in the topic. That might be something to bring up. I know we do have a few members with GTOs. Yeah, we might have to change that name. All right, Kevin, you're giving us something to think about. And Keith's from Illinois. And, absolutely, William. I should thank you guys, the users, the members of our great group. You are the ones making it great with your helpfulness, your knowledge, your kind words to help people who are in trouble. I mean, I like to think we have the classiest group out there. I'm a part of many Nova groups, some really big ones, a few smaller ones. And by far, this is my favorite. This is my home. I'm also a member of another 7374 Novas group, that shameful plug there. Chevy Nova is my home. This is my main site. I do some admin work over there to help out. But yeah, this is my home. This is where I do this. And this group and you Nova owners are probably the main reason why I haven't deleted my Facebook account. I mean, I am so sick of social media and stuff like that. Not to get off topic. Really, it's the people, the members of these car groups that I've met that I have no way of contacting and staying in touch with you folks. So I need to keep Facebook around. Okay, let me just ignore some messages here because my hockey team is now posting away, and that's what you hear dinging in the background. So as per Sergeant William Hamlet, thank you, everybody, for keeping this group classy and making it the best darn group out there. Kevin Finwick is asking Keith, how's that 4-speed coming along? And Lou is saying it was in the 40s today here in Cleveland. And Will is saying that he would freeze. Oh, Will, you got to come up here when we're in the minus. Is like minus 40 Celsius, which is the same as minus 40 Fahrenheit. You got to come on down here at that time of the season. All right. And Craig Watson says he'd love to have a 74 GTO. I think we all would. I know, if I had the time and money, I'd like to have one of every X-body. Right now I'm working on a buddy of mine who just retired from where I work. He has a 73 Buick Apollo that I'm trying to twist his arm into selling, because I would really like one of those. And Patrick is saying it was 92 in Mansfield today. And Tim just posted a new thread on the page. So, guys, make sure you check that out after and reply to Tim's new thread. And Patrick says that this is the best Nova group. I like it best. Absolutely, Patrick. I got to agree with you. Like I just finished saying, this group is the main reason why I'm still on Facebook. And the good people from this group that I've met. God bless you all. Dave Williams says he'd like it to cool off a bit already. Well, Dave, you can always move north up here. It's cooled off nicely. And same 117 today. I hate you guys in your good weather. And then yeah, there we go, Lou. Got the frozen smiley there. So just as killing a little time while we wait for comments, there was comments made about my garage earlier. As you can see, my 1973 Chevy Nova, and as you can see from the dark side, my 1988 Fox Body Mustang, Ford Mustang 5-liter with an automatic. All stock, all original. I don't even want to touch it. It's a turnkey car, and it's the car I drive when the Nova's been broken and off the road this summer, because I was off the road all of June when I had that broken valve spring. I had to get the heads fixed up. And then in September, when we decided to melt some pistons. Those of you, if you haven't seen it yet, I got my souvenir back. Yeah, look at that puppy, eh? Yeah, learned a very valuable lesson on timing. Yeah, it makes me happy. All right, Brandon, hey, how are you doing, buddy? Okay, I see your comment. Haven't been on much lately. Just moved, trying to get the garage back together, get the Nova in to start working on it again. What stage are you at the build there, Brandon? Is it just something you got to put completely together, or are you just fixing it up, tuning it up? What are you doing? And anyone else have any racing doing any racing this fall? No, not me. But I am going to the track tomorrow because, as some of you know, I am the announcer at the local track here in Manitoba at Interlake Dragway in Gimli, Manitoba. So I'll be up in the tower making fun of my friends. And then, well, I lost my train of thought there. I saw something shiny on the screen. And Will says that the cold hurts him. It brings the pain out. Well, that's unfortunate, Will. I mean, we just get used to it up here, and a big bottle of Advil always works. And Keith and Kevin are having a little conversation about getting it back in the shop. He's doing bearing replacement, had a bad one out of the box. Should be back together tomorrow and fun to drive again. So I'm hoping that's a wheel bearing and not a bearing in the motor, because that would suck. And Will's taken out. Hey, Will, take care, buddy. Of course, yeah, Nova on. And get some more walk-around videos of your sweet Nova. And Dave Williams says he lived in Idaho for 20 years. I miss winter. You're a sick puppy. I don't miss winter. I hate winter. Lou's going to hit the drag strip October 9th. So that'll be next weekend. Not this weekend coming up. Lou, please get some videos. And you and I, we had a little chat yesterday. And the messages about he's running a similar setup to my 74 Olds Omega. And I think he's going to get in the 13s yet. Oh, that's what I was talking about. The cars in the Omega. Well, with the end of the world happening, as you guys know from previous streams, my friend Shelly had her Chevelle in here, and she was working on it. But as life changes, as times changes, life has taken us in different directions. And as you can see, the Chevelle's no longer here, which made room for the Mustang, because I lost the storage, the Mustang, early in spring due to kept getting broken in, and the safety of the car was now at risk. I had to bring it home. The Omega is still at Shelly's brother's place, and because I told him back in March and April when the world was ending, I had no plans on taking the car out. They had some farm equipment moved in their shop, and I couldn't get to the car, so the car is stuck there. And really, that's all right. I mean, I have something to drive anyway, and I'm going to be driving the Nova if the Nova's on the road. So that's why you don't see the Nova and the Omega in the garage right now, or you won't see it this winter, because it's stuck in storage. Hey, Charles Albright has joined us. Hey, buddy, how you doing? Dave, moved to North Carolina. 78 today, 50 tonight, 60s all weekend. Oh, yeah, it's going to be 50s all weekend here. You know, I'm in the wrong location for car stuff. I mean, I'm so jealous of all you guys, but it's too difficult to just uproot and leave here and, move down there. I mean, I'm 44. I can't start my life over like that. And yeah. Plus, I love the Medicare up here in Canada, and the medications I'm on. It would probably cost me a fortune to live in the States. So, I mean, you take the good with the bad, right? We have winter. Some of you guys have earthquakes. Some of you guys have hurricanes and those storms. Like every time I see those storms, I send prayers out to you guys because I don't know which members are affected, with storms going up the East Coast or whatever. So, honestly, winter's not that bad compared to some of the other elements that my friends, you friends, see down the conditions you see down in the States. And then Lou runs Omega. I guess I never got around to telling you, Lou, why my Omega is called Slow Mega. If you guys got time for a quick story, and I don't see the chats piling in, so we got time for a quick story. When I first bought the Olds Omega, it was originally going to be a parts car for the Nova. I mostly wanted the doors because, as you can see, the corner of my doors, like right there, the corner of my door is like all rusted and disappeared. And then as we started going through the Omega, it was actually pretty decent, other than it needed a little work, a little body work. I decided, we're not going to part this out. Let's get it fixed. So we got it all fixed up and we got it on the road. But it was originally a 6-cylinder car with a straight 6 and that one big mighty barrel carb on it. And for the love of God, we could not get that car to go faster than about 25 miles an hour. We would floor it going downhill, going down a bridge. We maybe would hit 30 miles an hour. We did the tune-up. We put HEI distributor in. We changed plugs. We changed wires. We rebuilt the carb. We got maybe 35 miles an hour, and that's only because the car behind me pushed. And so one time, we got into the backyard and we pulled off the valve cover, and the rockers were barely turning. So obviously the cam was wiped out. And if you see pictures of the car when I first got it with how much oil was in the engine bay, I believe that they ran that car without oil a lot. And yeah, the cam was rounded, and then that was the end of the 6. But that's how it got its original name, Slow Mega, is it could barely do 35 miles an hour. Although now it moves pretty good and it runs low 13s, but Slow Mega's always stuck. Hey, Will's back. Hey, how you doing, buddy? Had to take a quick call. And then, Brian Williams. Hey, Brian, how you doing? Yes, the West Coast, all those fires. Again, I say prayers out all the time, before I go to bed. I say my prayers like a good person. And I'm always thinking of you guys down there with those weather elements. And, elements beyond human control. I know some of those fires get started by human interaction or whatnot. Not pointing fingers, whatever. Accidents happen, but it's just devastating to see what goes on and the damage that Mother Nature can do. So yeah, I don't mind winter. Patrick Newman, Tornado Alley. We've had some pretty good tornadoes up here in the last couple years in the Manitoba region. Luckily, none near Winnipeg. We're towards the southeastern part of the province, but out west usually gets hit pretty hard, especially the southwest corner. We've had a few real doozies in the last few years. And William says the fires. And Brandon saying that in Kansas it's been in the 60s. Brian is saying it's 85 and smoky where he is. So I'm assuming you're in the West Coast there, Brian. 85 sounds good, but the smoky doesn't sound so good. Dave Williams, story time. I've got tons of stories, guys. I mean, I could bore you for hours. Yeah, what do we got here? Actually, we've even had sometimes up here where, with the way I guess the weather patterns go, we actually get smoke from some of those fires from the West Coast or even from the States. The smoke actually does make its way all the way up here. Craig Watson. Again, Craig Watson, you guys, plug for his website there. twoquicknovas.com. Great website with the story of his car, his buddy Bruce Johnson with his 72 Nova. They also have a lot of technical reference files as well and some help there. So yeah, make sure you check that out. twoquicknovas.com. He doesn't think he's ever heard of a car that slow. Yeah, Craig, it was unbelievable. I mean, we tried everything, and then yeah, it just turned out that the cam was round. And then we put a 305. We started with this. Okay, story time continues here for Dave. After the straight six, I got a 305 out of an 85 Pontiac Parisian that a friend was junking because it rusted out, but the motor was good. He told me it was a 350, but as we pulled the motor out and discovered it was a 305, I mean, it was too late. I needed something. So we shoehorned that 305 in there. And I ran that for a while. And we started racing the car at Interlake Dragway. And the car was running, 17s, 16s. And then I got a 355 that I bought off another friend. We put that in. Didn't rebuild it or anything. He said it was good to go. So we put it in, took it to the track, and got it down to 14.00 and we had 373s in the back. And I thought, right on. Next pass is going to be in the 13s, eh? Yeah. Clang! Bang, 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 bang. Yep. Another expensive lesson. But that one wasn't my fault. I didn't tune it. It just, something went, the bearings spun or something. So that was just whatever. And then Dan Clem rebuilt it in 2011. That car's got over 300 passes on it. It's run a best of 1320, 1330 last year. And that thing is just, it doesn't even use oil. It runs like a trooper. Mostly when my dad races it, he leaves it in drive, so we're not running it to the ragged edge. And then drive, it shifts at 4,200, 4,600. So, you're not even getting the max RPM out of it. So it's really easy on the motor. And that powertrain, knock on wood, has been pretty solid. Okay, let's see where we're going here. Going down in the chats. That's pretty much all I got for the Omega stories, guys. We had one start yesterday from a truck losing a front end, throwing sparks. Eesh. Lightning strikes, yeah. Anyone? Okay, James Klein, guys. He has a beautiful green Nova. My green Nova brother. Okay, just sending that shout out there. Does anyone have a 621 11-inch bell housing for sale? Not interested in a reproduction. You know what? I'm going to throw it out there because I always tell people there's no dumb questions. But I don't know what a 621 11-inch bell housing is. I'm assuming it's something for a transmission, but hey, post something in the group there if you can. Include a picture, and maybe somebody can help you out. All right, and some guys are talking back and forth here about the weather and where they are and stuff like that. That's pretty cool. Good that you guys are all talking there. Hey, Carson, how you doing? Carson Brown. And I'm trying to remember, if I remember, I like to try and pride myself on remembering who's got what Nova, but Carson, I can't think of your Nova right now. So if you can, refresh my memory. Yes, James has a beautiful Nova, says Will. Because guys, Will is secretly a green Nova lover. He is. I know he tries to put on that tough face for the blue crew, but really, he's all about the green, guys, for sure. Oh, what does Mob Racing stand for, Dave? Okay, yeah. This is a group of friends in Winnipeg, and I should actually get you guys the Instagram account so you can see all the pictures. It stands for Modified or Boosted Brotherhood. And Racing 2018. I think there's a bigger logo on the back. But yeah, Modified or Boosted Brotherhood. And they've made a small revision for me, Modified or Busted Brotherhood. So yeah, thanks, guys. Let's see if I can find their, whatever. Let's see if I can find the Instagram. All right, do a search for, I think it's just something simple like Mob. Okay, guys, on Instagram, m.o.b.b_racing. That is the Instagram account. Just check it out. There, all my buddies with their cars are on it. This Challenger here, this one here, and this picture here, that's my best friend Derek. He's like a brother to me. That's a 1,300 horse Challenger with a twin turbo custom built Hemi in it. And that car's incredible. Oh, there's a picture actually of it on the left too. If you're into Dodge and have a Challenger, you got to talk to this man. This is an incredible build. Unfortunately, there's no, you know what? These guys don't even have any pictures of my car on here. What the hey? Well, they got Challengers, they got old school Camaros, they got Mustangs. So yeah, m.o.b.b_racing if you want to see some of the cars from Winnipeg. All right. There, that's a shameless plug for the group. Oh, yeah, we have our name on the sides. Of course, Super Dave. But I've got two nicknames. So I also got Nova Boy. And Nova Boy was my nickname, but Super Dave kind of comes from hockey and, well, Super Dave Osborne, right? So yeah, that's yeah, it's a pretty cool sweater, right? All right, where are we at? Okay, Carson has a 73. Oh, but what color of 73? I'll have to look up his name later. Maybe I can find some pictures of his car. What else do we have? What size brake boosters do you have looking at drum to disc kits and 11-inch booster system? That's Carlson Brown. I think we actually have a topic in the group here. Let me take a look here. Okay, here's a list. If you click on the topics, it'll actually give you all the topics, and we actually have one there for disc brake conversions, which has 23 posts in it. So here, I'm going to copy that, and here, Carson, I'm going to reply here in the chat with that link. So if you want to open it up in a new window, maybe that'll help you out, buddy. Okay, now where are we? Okay, Brandon says he hasn't been on lately. Just trying. Oh, okay. Well, I'm right back at the beginning of these chats 15 minutes ago. Okay, here we are. Ken replying to James that they're hard to find. Took me about 5 months to find. Okay, so he's talking about the 621 bell housing for obviously a Munchie 4-speed. And Brian Williams, so my driver's door got smashed at one point and the dent was pulled out and filled. The lower door frame was bent slightly and the bottom rear corner is pulled out just a bit. Decisions to replace the door or backfill the quarter with mud to fade it in. The Nova Life, you feeling it? Brian, I would probably look at getting another door myself, depending how bad it was. Or even try reskinning it, but I don't know if reskinning it's going to help if the frame is bent. So, and then Carson, yeah, oh, he's got a rattle can Nova. Okay, and I sent that reply to you, and been tempted to use a truck unit rather than a retainer spacer. Would rather have a car unit though. He's talking about the bell housing again. Oh, can't open it on his iPhone. Okay, Carlson, I'll send it to you in chat here, and then you can open it up maybe later on, or just look at the topics. If you go into your, oh, you said iPhone, eh? Okay, so here, let's go into Facebook here, and then of course we go to our favorite group. Look at that bird nerdy on my thing there. Okay, search Facebook the group. If you go, Carson, if you go down under here and slide these buttons over, you'll see topics. Yeah, see topics right there in the middle. Just slide this bar over. You'll slide those bubbles over. You'll see topics. Click on that, and you'll find disc brake conversion. And Lou says he runs a manual disc drum setup, booster not needed. And Lou, that's what I'm looking at to do with the Nova. I think while it's off the road right now, I'm gonna bite the bullet, I think, and I'm going to I think convert the front to disc. Sean Helberg, how you doing, buddy? He's just tuning in. Yeah, got 48 minutes of chit chat. So yeah, just everybody kind of introduced themselves, said where they were from, talked some stories about my my Oldsmobile, my Nova, about the mob racing sweater, stuff like that. And oh, okay, he can't watch and open at the same time. Okay, yeah, well, I don't think we're gonna go too much longer as things are kind of slowing down here. And yeah, so Sean, what's up with you, buddy? How's things going? How's your Nova? All right, let's see what's going on here. Just more non-Nova related messages, which I'll take care of later. Once you go disc, you'll wonder why you waited so long. Honestly, Craig, one of the main reasons I have waited so long to convert the car to disc is the front end is solid on this car. I mean, the ball joints are solid, the steering is solid, like all the components are solid. I just don't want to rip apart a front end that doesn't need work. However, on the passenger side here, I have to replace the lower ball joint, so now the front end needs a little work, and now may be the time to do it. But in all honesty, I know how the car works, I know how it behaves, I know how to gauge the brakes, and I don't have any problems with drum brakes at all. I know, based on how I drive, if things get a little warm, I know, hey, I gotta quit it, I gotta stop, because brake fade could become a problem. At the track where I race, after the quarter mile, there's over a mile of shutdown room, so I don't even have to get on the brakes hard. I usually let the motor slow the car down a little bit before I turn it around. So for me, per se, I've never seen disc brakes to be an issue for me. I'm not saying that they're not issues, they're not safe, but I mean, I can lock my disc brakes up just as good as I can with disc. But now that the front end's going to need a little work, yeah, I think I'm going to bite the bullet. So, hey, Dean, how you doing? He just made it here, finally. Dean, you can always rewind or watch it again, too. And what I usually do for the latecomers here, which are better than early comers, I do go back and watch the video again later to reply to people who may have replied to the video later on. So I do try to come back and answer questions or feedback. I do try to further communicate with the people that are that come late. Oh, Brandon's got to go. He's got to get up at 4 a.m. Ooh, what time is it there right now, Brandon? Right now here it's 8:51 p.m. Central. And yeah, of course, Brandon, thanks for tuning in. William says, Dave, if it ain't broken, don't fix it. Oh, man, I have broken so many things when trying to fix things that those are words I live by now. If it ain't broken, don't fix it. Okay, Dave, can you see these pics? This was my dad's old Nova that got smashed. All right, let me call that up here. I think I know where you're going with this. Oh, yes, I remember seeing these pictures. Oh. Yeah. Okay, fill me in on that one. Okay, with how proper driving in these corners in California is, it's good to have discs. I guess so, yeah, because, you know, in California you got mountains and that. Yeah, you're on the brakes harder. They're going to heat up more. I mean, Manitoba is so flat. Is just west of the city. It is so flat going to Saskatchewan that you can watch your dog run away for 2-3 days. Ah. And Kevin Fenwick says, you can't believe that there's latecomers. There are latecomers. I had to make sure I read that right. So guys, thank you very much for tuning in. I love doing this. I love rambling on. I'm really happy to see everybody interacting with each other in the chat. That's the most activity I've seen in between members, so that's fantastic. That's awesome. I'm not sure how many people are joined right now. I can't see on this new Facebook layout, which I absolutely hate. Doesn't give you the info of how many people are on right now. But hey, I don't mind doing this. If you want to listen to me ramble, listen to stories, or just want to chat with others, thank you for joining me. Thank you for joining us for whatever reason. Oh, semi hauling 40 tons of sand ran over about 20-25 years ago. Ooh, yeah. Haha, Dave, 2-3 days. Oh, Craig Watson says there's 13 people, so that's about average. We don't usually get more than about 14, 15. Lou says 14. Oh, yeah, Brian Williams says he ships a lot of equipment up there. I'm assuming he's talking up here to Canada. You know, I never asked to see if any of you guys are truck drivers or that. If you're ever passing through Winnipeg, Manitoba, send me a message. We could do lunch or something. It's your calming voice, Dave. Oh, well, you know how to butter me up, buddy. Rex says he loves the show. Oh, thanks, Rex. I mean, I enjoy doing it, and I really need to do it more often. I need to pick a day and kind of stay with it. I guess that's going to depend how hockey goes. Ball hockey is starting up soon, depending on how the end of the world goes. And I don't know if how often you follow me, if you watch some of the videos, I am starting to put on weight again. That's because I'm not doing much in terms of activity. And I can't wait for hockey to start. I'm going to start my big diet again and see if I can drop another 40, 45 pounds like I did a couple of years ago. But I'd like to try and pick a night. Right now it seems that Thursdays are working good, so we'll stick with Thursdays. But I'm trying to aim for Tuesday again, but we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Maybe Tuesday or Thursday, because I want to have some kind of, you know, night to have, so you know that, oh, on this night, you know, Chevy Nova show, as opposed to, oh, when's the next part going to be, and then missing out. So I really got to my butting gear and be more dedicated to this channel and to this group to do this. And oh, Steve says he wishes he could get a load to come up here. Again, buddy, if you ever do by chance come up here or come close to Winnipeg or whatever, yeah, we could do lunch. Let's do videos one week, Zoom meetings the next week. It could be something too, Will, depending on participation, where we do the Nova show one week, and then in 2 weeks we do Zoom, and then in 2 weeks after that, and then 2 weeks after that we do this again, and 2 weeks after. I mean, it all depends what the users want. I don't want to, you know, do too many of these Nova shows and have people get sick of it. And also, I only have so many stories. But that Zoom meeting is cool, guys. I'm going to upload those in the next day or two. Well, I guess if I don't get them uploaded tomorrow, I'll upload them on Monday, because I'll be at the track Saturday, Sunday. And you got to check out those Zoom meetings. It's just like this. You get to listen to me ramble, but at the same time, you get video of all the other members, and they can ramble, and you get to see them as opposed to just reading their chats. So you definitely got to check out our new Chevy Nova Zoom show. Yeah, we got to call it something catchy like that. Okay, let's see if we can get into a groove there for sure. So we're just getting close to the top of the hour. So I guess I'm going to wrap it up early, because it looks like things are slowing down unless things pick up drastically. And oh, somebody had posted a message on the group about, has anybody had their Novas since new? And I posted up that, you know, my dad bought this Nova new, and I posted up some old pictures of it from back in the 70s. And somebody mentioned, oh, cool, you have the same wheels. And I didn't go into detail, but these are actually another set of keystones. The keystones that were in that other picture are actually on the old Omega now, are on Slomega, because I wanted to buy another set of keystones. I wanted to buy Krager's actually for the Omega. I got a sweet deal on some keystones, and they were 15 by 7. So what I did is I bought two 15 by 6 at Summit for the front, because I can't run a by 7. Long story. So I have my drag radials and my street tires on mag, so people don't know when I'm switching it up when I play on the street. So yeah, I actually have two sets of keystone. One are actual keystones from the 70s, and these ones here are reproduction ones. And Dave will say you have to share how to publish a recorded Zoom meeting. I think, Dave, what people could do is post the video on the site, if Facebook will take the video, and then I can always download it as the user uses it, or I'll get in touch with the user and give them my Dropbox info, and then I also get it up on the Chevy Nova 7374 YouTube channel. And the Mazda groups have Zoom meetings. Oh, Pat, that was bad. Or Craig, that was bad. All right, so here we go. Cool. I think it'd be a great way to allow members to get to know one another, and we can interview them about their Novas. Yeah, and you'll see that in the episode that we recorded last night, that Will was very good at grilling Lou, and Lou was very good at answering Will. So that was a lot of fun. You definitely have to check that out. So I'll give it a few minutes, guys, I guess, if you want to say your goodbyes, because I got to wrap this up. Another successful show, I would say. Thank you very much for joining. Thank you very much for being a part of this group, for being classy. Just thank you. That's all I could say. So I got some updates I got to post. I guess I'll go through my pictures and I'll post those updates on my motor for you guys and not keep you in the loop. I apologize. Just been a little busy doing nothing, so I got to get back into the groove of things here. So Yeah, 59 minutes, 20 seconds. So we got 30 seconds to go. And I'll wrap it up. As I usually say, don't smoke drugs, smoke tires. That's, I guess, been my catchphrase in the show so far. I don't have anything better. And, yeah, so guys, good night. It was a pleasure. Tim, thank you. He was the first one on tonight. So, yeah, guys, good night. Thank you very much for joining. And, I guess we'll see you again. I'm going to say it maybe next week. We should definitely do this next week. Yes, like Tim says, get on the thread, people, and post your crash pictures and stories. And good night, everybody.